Hello, fellow Peanuts fans. I'm Karen from CollectPeanuts.com, and today we're going over all the stuff I picked up at Beaglefest in 2025 in Santa Rosa, California. Now, if you're not familiar with Beaglefest, it is basically a Snoopy convention for collectors, and you can learn more about it in the video in the description down below. And always be sure to subscribe to the channel and like our videos because that helps me bring you more Peanuts collectibles and more trips to Beaglefest. All right, I suppose the first thing we should talk about is my t-shirt. This is thanks to Lorenzo. Brought this back from Japan and didn't know that I was going to be the one to bring it home. I've always wanted a shirt like this with Schroeder and Beethoven on it, and I was thinking of making one, but now I just have an official Peanuts t-shirt, so thank you, Lorenzo. And that's why you go to Beaglefest, so you can make friends who bring you great things from Japan and all over the world, which is basically the theme of this Beaglefest. All right. I'm going to clear some of this off, and then we're going to zoom in and get started. Settle in, guys. Get out your root beer, get out your chocolate chip cookies. There's a lot to do. First up, Tiny Woodstock here. You may remember this from past videos about Determined Productions' Snoopy's wardrobe outfits. And this is Woodstock in his sweater. A lady reached out and she said, "I can't take this stuff home. Can you buy it from me?" And I said, "Sure." So I took the rest of her stuff home with me, and this was part of that batch. I picked up a lot of plushes at Beaglefest because they pack nice. They're not going to break. They're fairly light. Not really. Not when you ship them. So these are from Japan. Nakajima is the name of the brand. From 2013. I saw them and I was like, oh, that fur, it's so cute. So we got Belle and Snoopy here. And I love some neon. So the minute I saw him, I was like, yoink, that is mine. And it says, "I can't help it if I'm cool." Just takes me back to my childhood. Rat Beagle. I'm going to have to put him right next to Rat Beagle. A couple of nice plushes for the upcoming seasons. We have Thanksgiving Turkey Woodstock. Got to have that. And then we have Snoopy as a pumpkin. Now you might think this is a Whitman's, but it's actually a Dakin, one of those two. So he's nicer quality and he's very cute. He's like suit actually like comes off. Look at that, showing a little shoulder there. Woodstock is by Hallmark. Oh, here we go. We've got Easter Bunny Woodstock. This is by Applause and it says he chirps. I'm not sure I tested that. I just thought he was adorable. Oh, and don't miss that little poof. Look at that, so cute. Sort of. See the tag there. Determined Productions Applause. So this is from the 90s. Got a nice t-shirt here. I mean, when you go to Beaglefest, there's always going to be a couple people with lots and lots of t-shirts. We have a towel. I think I'm going to have to show this later. Well, I think I'm going to have to film it later. Look at this. I actually got this at a rummage sale in the area. The lady was getting rid of some of her peanut stuff and finding good homes for it during Beaglefest. I got this massive towel. What's it say? "Somebody always calls me when I'm in the shower." Of course. I picked up this Snoopy keychain. I really like roller derby Snoopy. I don't know why, because I should never be roller derbying. I can't even say it, so I don't think I should do it. I would definitely, my knees would definitely give out. Oh wait, there's one more thing. This little cutie, I believe he came all the way from the Netherlands. Oh, this is made by, I can't read it. Your handwriting is so fancy. It's beautiful, but I can't tell what it says. Please let me know in the comments down below. But he's so cute, so thank you to the couple giving these out. All right, we're on to this box here. We have another t-shirt. Joe Cool Dad. Alan, you spotted the Joe Cool in the house, and yep, I got you this shirt. Maybe I should say, Molly got you this shirt. Molly is our dog, just so you know. The shirt you're getting that you haven't seen, Alan, is this one. And then for me, leader of the pack. How can you pass this up? This is so cute. It's by Artex. I think this might be like 80s, maybe early 90s at the latest. Another Artex find. I love these sleeves. Bring back these sleeves. We have Come and Get It. Nice Chuck Wagon there. And not an image you see a lot. This has to be 80s. There was a lot of cowboy stuff in the 80s. Have you ever seen these before? I have, and I was like, I need to complete my collection. These are by Applause, and they're called, what are they called? Putt Pups. So I managed to pick up 2 of these at like completely different locations. I don't know if they have like names. It says Out on the Town, Flashy Wingtip. It's just such a weird thing. This one's probably just says Belle. Oh, she's the party girl. There we go. And I actually picked this one up from the Charles Schulz Museum because they do a sale there because they get a lot of collectible donations, so they sell them off so they can make some money and keep the museum going, which sounds a lot like what I do, only bigger and better, because you got to go visit the museum. And here we go. We've got Mr. T. He was kind of a freebie for me. His nose needs some work. If anyone knows how to, like, not necessarily repair, but maybe replace the nose, please reach out and let me know, because this doesn't look very good. I mean, you could probably put like a pom-pom there or something. Might be what I end up doing, just to give him a new life, because he is missing some of his accessories. I mean, what's Mr. T without his gold chains? What do you call this? Glam rocker? He's a ragdoll type doll. He is missing his glasses, but he's in great condition otherwise. I think maybe he had a microphone too. This is from the 70s. He's definitely got that Elton John look to him, so he's gonna have to go in the shop because I do have another one, so he needs to find a new home. And we have a big bag of clothes, because the clothes always finds me. It's always coming home with me, so I can redistribute it to all the people in the world that are like, I need clothes for my Snoopy dolls. Look, we got the Matador. So much good stuff in here. I don't remember these jeans. Let's take a quick look. Oh, it says something on the back. Oh, they're Belle jeans. It says Belle on the back. I have to make sure I have these. I'm always finding new stuff. Once you think you've found it all, but you haven't. I I feel like I'm all over the place with where I bought things, but I didn't think to like organize anything. I just got it organized by size. These are a couple of puzzles I picked up at Snoopy's Gallery and Gift Shop in Santa Rosa, California. It's just down the street from the Charles Schulz Museum, so I mean, you gotta stop in there. We actually stopped in twice. This was on my second pass. I found these puzzles. They were $6 a piece. 300 pieces, I believe, and I've never seen these puzzles before. They're just comic strips, but you know, the funky bag. Yeah, I was like, sure, I will take these home with me. See what they're all about. So watch for a video on these. Next, this plaque. I don't know, desk plaque maybe? I have never seen one of these before. And I snapped this up. This is by Hallmark. This is probably from the 1980s. It says, "Smile and the world smiles with you. Crab and you break the monotony." I mean, how can you pass that up? Beautiful piece. I picked up an Uli Peanuts pen, which isn't in here because I wanted to use it right away. What was the name of the bookstore? Copperfields. Highly recommend you go there. There's multiple locations. They have used books, they have new books, and they have peanut stuff. So go check them out. They also had like notebooks and stuff. Okay, this is an item from the swag bag. We have a 75th anniversary water bottle. There it is. It's got like a button on top. How about that? I have to figure out how that works. I haven't gotten a chance to use it. This is a logo that is exclusive to Beaglefest. So if you didn't go to Beaglefest, you don't get this water bottle. Just another reason to go. Well, at the museum, we signed up to be members and we got a sign up bonus gift. So I picked out this adorable little backpack. Look, it's even got handles on the back. I bet I could put that on a Snoopy doll. It's got a little carabiner on it. I'm pretty sure it came with that. And then inside, what was inside of it? I think I put some of this inside myself. So we have this little tiny pouch. Look at that, so cute. This is from Korea. Enter Korea. And then there was a little keychain. This is a keychain. And on the other side, we've got Snoopy. And I think I got this at a rummage sale. I got this at the rummage sale, I believe. Another keychain. I just love this style of keychain. This is from 15 years of the Schulz Museum. You would not believe how much like packing I did to make sure things were okay. You have a whole lot of Schulz Museum pins. I believe if you're a member, you get one of these every year. Don't quote me on that. This one is from 2023. These two are slightly different. One has a pink heart and one doesn't, so I don't know if that's just an error or a different pin. Sally and Linus, Charlie Brown, and Marcy. And then I have a couple of Santa Rosa First Night pins here. I am not exactly sure what First Night is in Santa Rosa. Let me look that up real quick. So First Night was the short-lived New Year's Eve party of the 90s that filled the whole downtown from Railroad Square to City Hall and the library with music and food vendors and performances. And this is from the Press Democrat. case you're looking for what I'm looking at. Oh, there's stuff in here too. Doesn't this look like a box of Band-Aids? So cute. I think it was chocolate. It's just the tin now, but inside... So we have a Santa Rosa figure skating club. It's a pin. I hadn't really seen that one before. We have this Simon Simple pin. I hadn't seen this one before. I mean, maybe I've seen it. I have to do some research. It says, how do things like this happen to me? Then we have, what is this? Snoopy in St. Louis at the Dog Museum. I would have loved to have been at that. I mean, a dog museum? What's in a dog museum? Other than Snoopy, of course. Time to go to St. Louis, I guess. Then I got all of these pins from Aviva. We've got Snoopy with a dog bone, an explorer, a fisherman, and a doctor. Also from the goodie bag, we have a 2022 Snoopy Senior World Hockey Tournament from Santa Rosa. Just between the museum and the gallery and gift shop is the hockey rink. And they have a tournament there every single year for seniors to play hockey. And this is a commemorative mug from that event. I have a bunch of these, so go check that out at CollectPeanuts.com. Also in the goodie bag, I don't remember who, but somebody made bracelets for all of us, so thank you. Shout out to you. And when you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop at the library for your free library card. You don't even need to be a resident to get this library card, which I think is a very special library card. So thank you to Sonoma County Libraries, especially the one in Santa Rosa near the mall. And then one of the most special items I got to take home, I assume these are the covers. These are from Japan. Yeah, this must be the cover. These are from Japan, from their exhibitions at Peanuts Museum in Japan. So thank you to Benjamin for sharing these with me. I wish we had more time to connect there. I got this at an antique mall in Santa Rosa, the Whistle Stop. This is a program from the dedication of the Charlie Brown and Snoopy sculpture in Railroad Square, which is Depot Park? Yeah, Depot Park in Railroad Square, which is just on the street from the Whistle Stop, which maybe you can guess from the name, and is your first stop in Santa Rosa because that is where the tourist information is, so go stop in there. I think this is just something they printed up for the day. It's kind of nice to have ephemera like this, so you can see all the acknowledgments, the program of the day, the major donors. So there we go. A little piece of ephemera. Next up we have Weber's sandwich bread. If you're not familiar with what this is, it's a bread bag. I bought this at an antique mall up in Healdsburg. It looks like Harrodsburg, but it doesn't have an R in it. So I'm guessing Healdsburg. But yeah, this is probably from maybe the late 60s or early 70s. It's got Frida on it still, which is amazing to see. And I actually talked to the dealer who had this in her booth, and she said she was thinking of removing it from her booth because nobody had bought it yet. And I was like, well, I guess you just needed to wait for the right person to come along, and that was me. Love that Snoopy on there. Next, another record for my record player. We have a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and this is actually signed by the Mendelssohn Brothers and Derek Bang, who wrote a book on Vince Guaraldi, who composed the music for this Peanuts special. So I have something wonderful for my collection here. Speaking of celebrities, here we have 2 programs from the Redwood Empire Ice Arena Christmas show. And luckily, during Beaglefest, one of our VIPs is always Judy Sladkey. And you can see her in this photo up here and her signature. And you see a little paw print. That's because she's also in here. She is the one who performs as Snoopy. Quite the treat to get to meet her. And there she is in the one from 1997. So thank you, Judy, for signing these for me. I really appreciate it. A couple more items from the ice arena. This Zamboni card. I'm not exactly sure what this is. It's kind of like a trading card. And also a sticker. Got these because we did a backstage tour. This lovely vintage binder. This is by Empire Pencil Company, I believe. Love this. I'm so glad it survived all this time. Look at, it's just beautiful. Oh, it says K&M Company. Shows what I know. Okay, so it says manufactured by K&M Company for Butterfly Originals. So there you go. And that binder was perfect for my Barbie outfits, which are hard to show because of all these plushes in front. Let me move some stuff. I saw these Barbie outfits, or sorry, fashion doll outfits in one of the room sales, and I just snapped that right up. These are by Shillman. I've never heard of it, but I have seen these Barbie outfits before, and I've always wanted to put them in my collection because how cute. There's nothing on the back. This one with the Peanuts gang on the skirt. We have the Flying Ace. Look at those wild leggings. Are those leggings? Man, I kind of wish I could like open these up and play with them, but I'm such a stickler for the original package. If anyone has these out of the package, let me know. I would love to acquire those. And then we've got kind of a nice little jumpsuit there. And I think it would go over that. That's kind of a cute outfit. You know, if you go to my Patreon and support this channel, maybe I would have time to recreate one of these outfits for yours truly. I think they're really like leggings in this. And then finally, look at that dress. And I assume that's like a vest you wear over the dress. And then there's even a little purse and some shoes. Complete outfit there. Love it. I know there's more of these in like a black package, so I'm also looking for those. Just, you know, in case somebody out there has something. Okay, we're going to do the bag. Not have two things out here. I think there's mostly plushes in here. This little Snoopy, who's he by? I haven't looked at some of this stuff as I just kind of got handed it. This is by Aurora. It's really cute. I love the look of this fabric. It's really nice to have, you know, something a little different from your basic black and white Snoopy. We have the 50-year Snoopy with his festive sweater. Sounds like he might still work, but he needs new batteries, I bet. This is by Hallmark. An Applause Flying Ace here. This is from the 90s. Remember this little guy? Very cute. Got that kind of Beanie Baby feel to him. And we have a Belle. I believe she's also Applause. Let's see. Determined Productions. Shows what I know. I think her dress might be on backwards. I'm going to have to switch that around. She's got the cute bow. Such a pretty girl. I don't know if I have this one. Definitely have something similar. And a little break from the plushes, we have This is probably by Hasbro. Let me see. Yep, Hasbro. And it's a pull toy. The Snoopy Copter pull toy. Let's see. Here we go, here we go. Can we make him work? Whoa, Snoopy. Careful there. His spring is in there. Does he work? He's not really rolling. There we go. The wheels are... One of these wheels is attached to the ears, so they should spin around. I wonder if the spring is not quite right in there. I don't know if I'd be able to fix that. Depends on whether I can get this plastic open, because there are no screws. But he's still cute. Who is next in my bag of surprises? We have Flappy Easter, Snoopy and Woodstock. Not currently working. Probably just needs new batteries because it's Hallmark and usually those last a pretty good long time. His ears seem okay. Yeah, they don't seem broken, so that's good. Made it through the shipping. Oh, we've got a Lambs and Ivy Snoopy here. It's got a nice mint color on. Very cute. One last one. This was a table centerpiece. I think I won this, but I don't remember why. Or maybe I just got to take it because nobody else wanted to take him home, and I was like, sure, throw in another plush. He does not seem to be working. He's by Hallmark. He's from 2015, so his batteries are probably somewhere inside his body and you can't change them out. I should see if I can fix him up. What would that take? And another item exclusive to Beaglefest attendees is this tote bag. Very nice tote bag. Fits a lot of plushes. And if that's not what you do with bags, then I don't know what you do. Fabulous suitcase. I was so on the fence on whether I should get it, and then she made me take it. So it's mine now. And inside, all sorts of stuff. Well, this is by Aviva, probably late 70s, early 80s, I think. Inside, all sorts of stuff. We have, what are these? Pez dispensers. Box is a little worse for wear, but still very cute. We've got all 4 of them in there for this limited edition. And Joe Cool. We have a different Charlie Brown. Come on, Charlie. Show us your head. There we go. This is definitely a newer one. New-ish one. Like the last 20 years. Not from the 90s. Another Joe Cool, but this one's in the package. And then Snoopy in pink. See, this one was in white. Oh, we got another one. We got all sorts of Pez in here. We're gonna do all the Pez first. We have a Woodstock. This seems like a slightly newer one, like year 2000-ish. And if you need to know more about Pez, I do have a video on it. Here's a Lucy. This is a year-ish 2001. I want to say it was 2004. And then this was a surprise. I hadn't really looked closely at this suitcase, and then I get in home and I look inside and I'm like, what? I don't know what these are. These are not American market. They do have some Japanese on them on the side there, so I don't know if these are from Japan. There's no Japanese on the package though. It mentions Canada, it mentions Australia. There's just a lot going on this package. So this is like, I don't know, international Pez dispensers. So I did not have these in my collection, so what a surprise. Peanuts just follows me around the world. It's very weird. And we have a tiny little stone Snoopy here. Was this hand carved? I don't know. I don't think he's licensed, but he is adorable. All right, we have a bunch of walkers. We've got Snoopy in his package. And then we have a couple Woodstocks and a couple Snoopies. I'm gonna have to put these in the shop, so be sure to visit CollectPeanuts.com, sign up for our newsletter, and then you'll know when these pop up. And thank you for giving all my peanut stuff a new home so somebody else can enjoy it and see it on a shelf or play with it day in and day out. Look at how different these two are. Can you see can you see how different these two are? The shape of the eye and the shape of the smile. And as a little door prize, table gift. This is a big old handkerchief from 2017. It's very cute. Look at this. From Japan, from the Fantaration. I think it's about moving Snoopy sculptures and not the soda. I'm sorry. No watermelon Fanta with Snoopy for you. You can do that on your own, though. Did I show you this towel? I think this is Mom's towel. There was a thrift shop right near the Whistle Stop Antique Mall. I want to say the Women's Auxiliary, and they had all sorts of samples from Jeannie Schultz, Charles Schultz's wife, in the shop for really good prices. I was really surprised. I wanted to take home all sorts of stuff, but I held myself back. Okay, next bag. What do we have here? How do I get these guys out? I have a tube of stuff. I think I'm going to have to open this at the end and show you what's in here. More Beaglefest only items, so stick around for that. Let's see. The story of these two. So one of the things they do at Beaglefest is auctions. And this was a really quick auction going on, and they don't really tell us what things are, and I just saw them and said, ooh, shiny. So I paid way too much for these Kohl's Cares plushes. But it went to a good cause, which is Canine Companions for Independence. So, yeah. So shiny. So I guess the way to make me spend money is show me shiny things. There were other shiny things that were very expensive there, but I just got these two guys, so. Got him at a rummage sale. He, who does he buy? I should know this. Coins, COYNE''S, Coins Company. He plays Wipeout. I don't know if he's... Yeah, before I get... what do they call it? Copyright strike? Because of that song. He's supposed to move as well, but he's not moving, which happens a lot with these Coins and Company plushes. So go to the Patreon, support me so I can quit my full-time job and take on a full-time job of fixing Snoopies. That would be my job, is fixing Snoopies. I could do that all day long. I want to see him work. Look at him. He's just so cute. He's got sandals and everything. We have... Why did I buy this? Did I buy this? We have the Holy Family. Like, there's an entire set that goes with this. And, you know, maybe somebody's going to want this. I'll put this in the shop. Maybe it's all in here and I just don't know. Nope, definitely not. Here we go. We've got more Beaglefest goodies. We have these, they're almost like reusable Ziploc bags. Look at that. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but they're kind of neat. And inside this one, we have stuff. What have we got? This was also in the goodie bag. Classic lemonade. So this is like a flavor mix for your water from, oh, I should know this, McStevens. It's from McStevens. Should be delish. Oh, we got slipper socks. Were these in the gift bag? I think they were. I have so many slipper socks, but you know what I need more of? Slipper socks. Here is a flag. I think they were just giving these out. It says, welcome spring. Look at that. Oh, and we have the Beaglefest exclusive umbrella. Rain alerts. You can download an app for your umbrella now. What in the world? I suppose it would remind you, hopefully, to bring an umbrella before you go out. I'm not opening this inside. I would probably break something like a camera or Peanuts memorabilia. So you can see here, we've got the logo. You need some beans in your bottom, Snoopy. We have this bag I picked up. Look at this, so cute. Taxi. Yes, sirree. Saw that and I was like, heck yeah. It's got pockets. Is there anything in these? Also, it had this luggage tag. Aloha, Hawaii. A little bonus. Love it. All right, I'm going to go get more stuff because there's more stuff. Where are you two going to go? My shinies. Can I wear them as a ring? Sure. Oh no. Another auction buy was this Epoch mini puzzle. It's 500 pieces. And it fits in this box because the pieces are so tiny. I'm pretty sure this is like life size. I mean, I could show you. I've already built this puzzle. Oh no, this is life size. Look at how tiny that is compared to my finger. And I have tiny fingers. Look at those. So tiny. I'm just happy to have a puzzle from Japan since importing stuff is difficult now. I participated in kite flying and I managed to kind of sort of fly a kite. So they gave me a kite for Beaglefest. Lovely. And there's all the stuff to make this fly. So that's cool. Don't know how well I would do on a second try. And here's the other accoutrements for the kite. You got a tail, you got some string, you're good to go. We have a cute bag here. We've got Snoopy with a car, and it's these hot colors. That lovely, like, what, early 90s look. I snapped this right up. It's just my sort of color scheme. And a bell comforter here. It's also got Snoopy on it. And one of the reasons I bought this is it was a good price and it's really cute. And I love Belle. And also it makes great packing material. I use this for my record because I really did not want my new record to break. And back to the vintage clothing, we have a Snoopy sweater. This is probably from Arrow. It's missing the tag, but I've been around the Snoopy block many a time. And I think it might be a large. Did I see that somewhere? I don't know. It might fit me. Let's hope so, because it's darn cute. And then on the back, same thing. This is 1970s. Now an item that definitely fits me. Woo-wee! Look at that sweatshirt. Yeah. I saw this and I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. Look at that. It's from Camp Snoopy. Definitely 90s. Needs a little TLC, but, you know, that's what I do. All right. You know how I was talking about those socks earlier? Here they are. $2 a pair. Oh, this one says kid socks. Actually, that'll probably fit my feet because I have stupid tiny feet. Stupidly tiny. So yeah, I suppose it's 23 to 25 and this is 19 to 24. So it's not that big of a difference. And these socks are both from Japan. So finding Japanese unused Snoopy socks in a thrift store, I mean, you're only going to find that in Santa Rosa, California. From the museum again, I got this little tiny book set. I bought this for my shop because it's tiny and I just know there's somebody out there that's going to love this because I already have them. All the classic books in here. Look at that. Don't you just want to read these? Happiness is a warm puppy. Look at how tiny this is. What does that say? Happiness is a blow-dry hairdo. All right, if you can't wait for these to be in my shop, do reach out. And, you know, when I see a vintage Cowboy Snoopy, I pick that up. Look at him go. It sounds like he's riding a horse, but he's not. I don't remember where I got this, but very cute. I gotta put a photo in there. What should I put a photo of in there? It's gonna be Ellen. You know it, with Molly. And I found this at the antique store. They had a ton of these. And I was like, yeah, I'll take one of those. It's very cute. Another Santa Rosa first night. You can sort of see a theme of things I was picking up was things that you can only get in Santa Rosa. Olaf, this is actually from the tourist office, whatever they call those. I mean, that's close enough, right? But you can also get these at Snoopy's Gallery and Gift Shop. And it says Santa Rosa on there, so you gotta pick one of those up while you're there. We have got these at the antique mall. I'm gonna have to sell one of them. Again, little things that I can share with the world, help fund my madness. We have Linus here, also from Santa Rosa. They have lots of these, you know, different characters and such. I got my two faves here. Then we've got Schroeder, also museum pin. First Night. What year is this? Oh, 01. You can see it behind Linus. I don't know what year this one is, but it says First Night. Maybe somebody from Santa Rosa can fill me in. I do have some of these already, but I don't know which ones. We have Children's Day magazine. I hadn't seen this one, I don't think. So we're gonna have to take a look at that for Book of the Month Club, which is a video thing. So you should subscribe to the channel so you can see this. There's something inside of it. Oh. Did I pick these up? I must have picked these up. Maybe it was at the same time? This is from, what's it called? There's like a big activity book from Determined Productions. I bet this is from that. What do we got here? It's Your Town, Charlie Brown. Santa Rosa's tribute to Charles M. Schulz. I got this at the rummage sale. It's a little worse for wear, but we've got pictures of the statues. We can see them like being made, which is awesome. Wonder if I could iron this? I don't know, is that possible? Oh, look at that. Wow, you can see the statues before 20 years of weather got to them. Oh, here we go. I got one of these gift books. Greeting card books from Hallmark. People always like these, so I pick them up when I can. It's Your Town, Charlie Brown. So this would have been probably from the, I want to say Press Democrat. Yep. So a nice piece of ephemera there. We love our ephemera. And we have Woodstock outfits. I didn't have the birthday t-shirt, So I picked this up. Man, there was like basically a room that was just full of outfits and packages. So if you're into these, Beaglefest. Oh, another greeting card book. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of the stuff that I picked up, but there you go. We have Young Athlete. Happy birthday, Young Athlete. I don't remember this. I wonder if I got some of this from the rummage sale. Again, Snoopy just comes to me, which is fine. I'm here for him. I'm here to adopt you. Oh, some newspaper clippings. I love a newspaper clipping. Let's see, on the back we have Rick O'Shea. I have never heard of that one. Another Peanuts clipping from the San Francisco Chronicle with Steve Roper and Mike Nomad on the back. Does that bring back memories for anybody? Oh! Peanuts Collector Club Volume 2 of 2006. I am on the lookout for these so I can scan them in, and I can do OCR, which basically makes it so I can do a search on words within these. So if I need to say know more about mall events, I can just search on my computer rather than look through 100 pieces of paper. All right, what do we got here? Summer Woodstock official map. Nice. Look at all those. I bet you I saw some of these in the exact same place they were in 2006. There's a video where I go and see all the statues of Santa Rosa. Go check that out. We have, oh, they have Ohio State University Cartoon Research Library. This is from 2000 to 2001. Maybe this should be a book of the month as well, just so you get a little flavor taste of it. All right, what else is in here? What all did I get? Oh, we have more Fantaration. We have this red machine looking one. Very cute. Oh, this one's got kind of a machine look to it as well. Here we go. Here we go. Another flag. What does this one say? This one says Welcome Fall. One of these must be Mom's and one of them must be mine. So Mom, let me know which one you want. Or if you want them both, that's fine too. What did I buy? Greeting card books. I must have bought these. I assume. It's not the sort of thing Mom buys. So there you go. And okay. Books in other languages, always pick that up. So this one looks like French. Oh, we have a bookmark from the Paperback Peanuts exhibition. If you get the chance to go out there and see this exhibition, get out there ASAP. It's beautiful. I loved it. Oh, there we go. Another book in French. I took French in high school, but I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. Postcards. Did I buy these? Maybe. And then we have Iron-On Patch. That might have been me. Is this me, Mom? Did I buy these? I'm still separating everything, and it seems like the sort of thing I would buy. I mean, look, there's Olaf. Maybe I bought these for my shirt that I'm making. Yeah, around Santa Rosa area, you can just pick these up for your scrapbook for free. Peanuts on Parade statue map. And Snoopy's Home Ice. So I didn't grab them all like some people do, because you know that costs money for people. Oh, this one's got coupons on it. Free coffee, tea, or soft drink. Yeah, this place had really good food. The Redwood Empire Ice Arena. So definitely save some room in your tummy to go try out Charles Schultz's favorite lunch there, because that's where he ate. So it's got to be good food. Oh, and here we go. We've got Historic Railroad Square Visitor Guide. You gotta get that one because it's got Snoopy and Charlie Brown on it. Speaking of which, we have a postcard. It's a first day cover. Got this at the antique mall. I think they might have had more of them. I didn't buy them all. Oh, we got some stickers from the record people. I think. Yeah. Lee Mendelson Film Productions, Inc. Go check them out. Then I've got all these first day of issues from Santa Rosa. So I picked up all the characters. These were $2 a piece, which, not bad. See, I think I got this at the antique mall. We've got Snoopy wooden ornament from, I want to say late 70s, maybe early 80s at the earliest, and a Woodstock. I didn't think I had these two, so I picked them up. We have a Snoopy Flying Ace pencil. He's not in the greatest shape, but, somebody's going to love him. We have 2 more Fantaration items here. What are they? They kind of feel like magnets. Oh, yeah. See? Magnet. Because it holds a paper clip. Do these hold a paper clip? Oh, that one does. Yep. They're magnets. All right, another goodie from Lorenzo. We have a Snoopy Museum acrylic stand. I haven't gotten to play with this yet, so now I can play with it. So we have Snoopy, and he slips into the base here. And then we've got the Schultz Museum logo. Schultz Museum? Snoopy Museum. Hopefully you can see that. The Schultz Museum logo is actually there. Very cute. I liked it because you don't see a lot of early Snoopy memorabilia. At least not in the US. Now it does say there are 14 types and 13 plus 1 secret. So I wonder what the secret is. So Lorenzo, let me know. And I picked up the Holy Grail of Belle outfits. The French maid. Snapped this up the minute I saw it. Another reason to go to Beaglefest is to find really rare pieces. Speaking of Belle outfits, I've got a bunch of loose ones here. I love to find Belle outfits because you don't see them as much as you do with Snoopy outfits. So these will probably mostly go into the shop. So again, go to CollectPeanuts.com and sign up for the newsletter. There's already a bunch out there, so go check it out. We're going to need another box because there's more boxes. Picked up, oh, you can't even see it. Picked up this plate to put in my shop, and I don't know why. It must have been really inexpensive. And I was like, sure, I will pick up this potentially breakable thing and put it in my shop. Sometimes you just don't know what's happening at Beaglefest. We've got 2 of these. This was in the goodie bag. The boxes are a bit dented. I don't know if that happened because of shipping back home or just along the way. But I think Mom already has this, so these 2 might be going into the shop. What all is this? I have so much stuff in here. We have a Belle's wardrobe. Look at that. If I don't have this, it's going to make somebody very happy. She's got her purse and her shoes. Nice. You don't see that a lot. Then I have this tablet cover. Does anybody want it? It's from I Love. I don't know what size it is. So if anybody knows how to figure that out, please let me know. I just want somebody to give it a good home. Gracious. We have more doll clothes. More doll clothes. Is that a Woodstock? We have a Woodstock pumpkin costume. I don't know if I have that one loose for Woodstock yet. Spatula set. Did I buy this or did Mom buy this? I cannot remember. Mom, let me know. Maybe I bought this? They were just giving these away, Beaglefest pens. So, if you're a Patreon supporter and you would like a Beaglefest pen and you're already ordering something else, let me know and I will send one of these with you. The figure skating club heard that I did such a good job of not falling on my tuchus last time I was at the ice arena that they awarded me a medal. I'm just joking. I bought these. And I basically said, I will take one of each, thank you. And so they obliged. Again and again, so many of these medals. I figured, you know, when am I ever going to see these again? I don't know, maybe they're on eBay, but figured I would just pick them up for my collection. And then I wore them around for the day until they got annoying. And I just noticed my Belle was sitting over there and I was like, oh, I don't want to like forget to show off her. I picked her up at the museum at their sale. She's from Knott's Berry Farm, and she was made by Determined Productions, it looks like. Snapped her up. All right, time for the last few things here. We have a MetLife and You, the winning ticket pin back, plus a few Butterfly Originals pin backs here. Could not pass these up. I wasn't sure if I had them, so picked them up. Here's another Beaglefest exclusive. This coin. My things with stories. So I went to this antique mall in Sacramento, and the first thing I found was a little Aviva pin, and I knew it wasn't in the original package, so I took it up to the desk and said, can I open this to take a look at it? Because I wanted to look at the back of it. And the ladies got mad at me for even suggesting opening the aftermarket packaging on this thing, so I got really kind of annoyed and was like, well, unless it's something super spectacular, I'm not buying anything here. Well, I bought this guy. I can overcome my rage for a Woodstock musical. So I will have to do a video showcasing his song sometime. I wonder what it is. Does it say? It does not say. This is by Schmid from the 1970s. And then another antique store find. Can you even see this? It is very light on here, but it does say Charles M. Schulz on it. I believe this is an original Charles Schulz signature. I bought it in Santa Rosa. It was from an estate sale. The lady seemed nice. It's not the greatest example because obviously it's hard to see, but at least it's an example that isn't in a book, because all of mine are in books and I don't want to take them out. This is from a newspaper, this little flying ace in there. His glue has come undone. But if you have suggestions on places that could, say, restore the paper here so there's less foxing, please reach out. I would love to know more about that process. And if it's worth it. Hopefully this is real. It looks real. The one thing I noticed about people in Santa Rosa, they either have their own Charles Schulz signature or they know somebody that does. Everybody's got that story. I think my biggest score were these two banks. These are European market banks. They weren't sold in the United States, which it's crazy. Like, I feel like Americans would have loved this. Look at that bell. She's amazing. She's got her cowboy hat. I guess I had a Belle cowboy thing going on. So we have Belle here. I saw these from across the room and I was like, oh, I gotta get those. I had never seen them in person. Snoopy's got some paint flaking issues, which is pretty normal with these banks, which maybe that's why they didn't produce many. But yeah, I walked in, saw them, asked the guy how much he wanted, and I bought them basically, I wouldn't say sight unseen because obviously I'd seen them, but I didn't even examine them. I got them for a really great price. Even though Belle has some damage back here, she's still a great price. You just don't see these in the States. So I was like, Mom, I'm gonna need more money. Because she was holding on to all the money. And the final Beaglefest haul container is the tube. Inside we have 2 of these Beaglefest exclusive posters on some very nice paper stock that's archival, and also they're limited edition and numbered. Plus a shout out to Emma Harmon, the designer of the posters. And also in the tube is this Charlie Brown and Linus poster. And it says, in a good conversation, one person talks while the other listens. So thanks for having this conversation with me, Peanuts fans. Well, thanks for joining us here today, Peanuts fans. I hope you enjoyed this rundown of all the things I bought in a buying frenzy at Beaglefest. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because there will always be another Beaglefest. Also, come join me on Patreon.com, where you can see behind the scenes and get the inside scoop on everything. Plus, you can visit me at CollectPeanuts.com, where you can see photos of my collection, read articles about collecting peanuts, and then, of course, buy something for your own collection. Happy collecting, Peanuts fans. Bye! Alright, Belle, you gonna help me round all this stuff up and take photos? Take that as a no then. What are you gonna do?